Hey yo, $5 Friday here on Uncle JoJo's house. Dollar day lottery scratching. I'll turn on my other light here. A little bit more light. Got ourselves a new ticket here. Looks like quick cash $5 Iowa lottery ticket. See if we can do anything on that while I talk about my minor inconveniences. Sorry, coughing for some reason today. Probably a good sign. We got the bonus spot up here. If we have a quick symbol under there, it's $50. Sure would like to see that. That says almost. So no $50. Could still get one of these symbols here. Lightning bolt. It's instant win, and whatever that is. Stopwatch? I have no idea. 5 times the prize. Let's see what numbers we got. Anyway, some of you have probably heard this story already. But along with being a failed YouTuber, I'm also a failed seller on eBay. I sold a car part for $100, which is pretty good. You have to sell anything you want to sell on eBay. You got to get at least $50. I would say $100 would be more comfortable because of the fees and everything associated with all the work to get stuff shipped and everything. That's where this comes in. eBay lets you print out a shipping label. I used to just take stuff to the post office and have them tell me how much it is to ship, but it's so much easier to print out your shipping label from eBay, I found. And I sold it for $100. I'd put plus $20 shipping on it, which I knew was too low, but yeah, just being nice, I guess. But I go to print the shipping label, and it says it's going to be $6 for the label. And yeah, I know that's not right, but oh well, that's what eBay's given me. And the last 20 times I've taken something to the post office, they just scan the barcode and throw it in the box to be shipped out. Not so this time. I go in there, it's a fairly big box. It was a radiator shroud for a mid-60s G-body, I think. B-body, GM. And so the box is rather large. And she looks at the shipping label and she goes, "This isn't right." I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, yeah, I don't know. I said, I don't know, man. That's what I printed off. eBay sent me. So she gets out the tape measure, starts measuring and weighing and all this stuff. She's like, "Well, you're going to have to pay the difference." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you caught me. No big deal. You know, I'm figuring it's going to be about $30 or so. Lose a little bit more money on the sale. But hey, we got a win tonight." Probably zoom in a little more. Yeah, $30, that's going to suck, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'll pay the difference. So she measures a couple more times, writes some things down, starts typing in the thing. I push the button that says there's nothing hazardous in it. Whatever, all that whole, you know, stuff you got to go through at the post office. Better make sure I don't have any numbers either. Nope, doesn't look like it. And she says, "Oh, okay, it's going to be $97. I leaned on the counter and looked at her like, $97? There's got to be a cheaper option here." She's like, "Nope, that is the cheapest option to ship this." I said, "Well, it's a car part in that box that I sold for $100. So," she's like, "Well, maybe you can get back with eBay and," hey, is that the, no, that's an 8. I really need those glasses, man. "Get back with eBay and see what you can find. Talk to them." Like, oh man. I stayed calm, you know, until I got out to the parking lot. I kicked the tires on old Sally, my Blazer, a couple times, and threw the box in the truck. Got back to work, and $5. Big deal. Worthless. I'm sick of winning the minimum on these tickets. Anyway, so I go back to work, screw around on the internet, figure out, takes a half hour to figure out how to cancel the first shipping label so I can figure out what's going on. I put in the measurements and weight that she told me, and it was $88 through eBay to ship it through the United States Postal Service. So I'm scrolling down through all these options, and it has FedEx for $27, 26 something or other. So I just go with that, print out the new label, take it down to FedEx, and they slap the label on it and put it in the stuff to be shipped. So hopefully the guy gets it. But $97? Where did they come up with that? That's crazy. This ticket, you just have to get a 7, just like that. Maybe we can get a decent win, not just $2, but we'll see. But then I wanted to also mention today this thing I saw on Facebook. It's this hobo that hangs out where you turn into Walmart, and he's like basically made it his home. Now I'm very supportive of the homeless shelter group here in town. You know, I write stories in the newspaper with them all the time. I go to their events. You know, make some donations here and there through silent auctions, whatever. But this guy, he's causing a lot of problems out there, and he's just camped out. And today on Facebook, people are saying he's sitting out there with no pants or underwear on, and people are getting a good shot of it. You know what I mean? So you can't be doing that, man. So I hope they figure that out, because yeah, you just can't be doing that. Now on this ticket, I think the design is super generic. I did win on it this time, and I've played this like 10 times. I would say probably 7 times I've forgotten to scratch this and threw the ticket away. So we'll remember this time. Get these 3 bags, and what, you win $10. And that's not happening. So let's see what our win is. $2. $2. It's a break-even night, I guess, though, so do have that. But video is really long now, 7 minutes. I tried to keep it at 5, so I hope you have a great weekend. It's about to storm here. I'm going to finish laundry, eat some pizza, and start my weekend. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.